Welcome to NorthStar. Stevens Company manufactures electronic components used in automobile manufacturing. Each component uses two raw material, Geo and Clio. Standard usage of the two materials required to produce one finished electronic component as well as the current inventory are shown below. Materials, standard per unit, price and current inventory levels are given. Further, the question says, Stevens forecast sales of 20,000 components for each of the next two production periods. Company policy dictates that 25% of the raw material needed to produce the next period's projected sales be maintained in ending direct materials inventory. Based on this information, the budgeted direct material purchases for the coming period would be. So we need to calculate how much is the purchases for the two products, Geo and Clio. To understand that, first we need to know the sales forecast. Sales forecast is given as 20,000 for the next two periods. So we know sales. Now, based on sales, we need to calculate the consumption. So let's write first how much for two products. First is Geo and second is Clio. How many units we are producing? So we are producing based on sales, and there is no opening stock of finished goods or closing stock of finished goods is mentioned. So whatever is the sales budget, exactly same has to be produced. So production is 20,000. So for making one unit, I need how much of Geo? I need 2 units of Geo and 1.5 units of Clio, or 1.5 pounds and 2 pounds. So for 20,000, we will need into 20,000 and this one also into 20,000. So total pounds required would be 40,000 pounds of Geo and 30,000 pounds of Clio. Now, this is based on current period forecast. What is the next period forecast? It is same what is there in the current period, because question has told 20,000 components for each of the next two production periods. Means in the next production period also we would require 40,000 and 30,000 Clio. Why is it important? Because we need to find out our closing stock. So closing stock, it says closing stock of what? So closing stock of raw material. So closing stock of raw material, it said 25% of the raw materials needed to produce the next period's projected sales. And how much is the next period's projected sale? Exactly same. What is the current period's projected sales? So since the projected sales are same, the inventory consumption requirement would also be same. Alright. So in period 1, suppose let's call it period 1. In period 2 also we would require exactly same 40,000 and 30,000 pounds of raw material, Geo and Clio. And it says 25% will be maintained as closing stock of what? Of the requirement of the next period. So 40,000 multiplied by 25% will be the stock of the current period, period 1, closing stock. So let's calculate that. 40,000 multiplied by 25%, we get 10,000, and 30,000 multiplied by 25%, we get 7,500. This is basically the requirement for period 2. Alright, 40,000 and 30,000. This becomes the closing stock. So we know consumption of raw material, add the closing stock of raw material less the opening stock of raw material. We get what? We get our purchase details. How much is the opening stock? For Geo it is 5,000 pounds, negative number, and for this it is 7,500 pounds. Alright. So this would be 40,000 plus 10,000 minus 5,000, we get 45,000 pounds. And the next one, 30,000 plus 7,500 minus 7,500, we get 30,000. You did not use calculator for this basic calculation, right? But options are given in pounds, or is it given in dollars? So options are given in dollars. We need to convert these numbers into dollars. So what is the cost per pound? Cost per pound is given as $15 and $10. Alright, these are LB pound details. So 45,000 multiplied by 15, we get $675,000 for Geo, and here we need $300,000 for Clio. So the correct answer is option B, $675,000 and $300,000. So option B is the correct answer. Thank you.